how you doing? I thought I'd try and finish the poetry shelf on this bookshelf tour, this library tour. If you haven't seen any of the others, basically what I'm doing is just going through these shelves, showing you the chaos before I move house. And when we're in the new place, I'll do a quick tour, just showing you how we've organised things there. So let's continue with the poetry. We have maybe some older poetry and sort of collected poems here, and some books about poetry. So I'll get this first stack out. So we have here T.S. Eliot's selected prose. Maybe when I reorganise this we'll go in with the non-fiction. The same with this is Ted Hughes, Poetry in the Making, and these are little sort of radio programmes that he wrote, mainly aimed for kids, I think, to get them interested in writing poetry, and also writing prose as well, but mainly poetry. And then this is an old sort of French epic, the Song of Roland, which is about a sort of conflict between Charlemagne and sort of the Moors in Spain, which I studied for uni. I might reread at some point. It is very gory and brutal, if I remember it right. This is one I don't really know, one of my wives. These are the collected poems of Amy Carmichael. Then we have very slim selected poems of Coleridge. I haven't spent nearly as much time with Coleridge as I'd like, even though the Rime of the Ancient Mariner is kind of one of those foundational texts for me, one of those early pieces of literature that I really enjoyed and wanted to experience more. And then this is, I think this is more or less everything William Blake ever wrote, and it's titled Poems and Prophecies, and I dip in here from time to time when I want to read something weird. And then we have Selected Poetry and Prose of Shelley, which I very nerdily read cover to cover earlier this year. Alright, on to the next little stack. This is 12 Poems Considered by L.E.W. Smith. And this is just a short little volume that I was making my way through in the past. I haven't finished it. And it's just 12 essays on 12 poems. They are all poems by dead white males, but they are essays that help me reconsider poems that I might have, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have got as much out of these poems in the past had I not read some of this, particularly On His Coy Mistress by Andrew Marvell, and William Wordsworth's Tintern Abbey. Then we have A Gathering, a personal anthology of Scottish poems. These are edited by Alexander McCall Smith, and this is just a really beautiful anthology of poems from Scotland, ranging in style and period, but it's really wonderful to dip in and out of. And this is a Norton edition of Seamus Heaney's translation of Beowulf, and being a Norton edition, it's got loads of great sort of essays and notes in the back. It's got Tolkien's essay, what's it called? I read it for uni, but can't remember it. Can't find it. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. J.R.R. Tolkien, Beowulf, The Monsters and the Critics. I don't think people like that essay very much anymore, but it was quite cool. I'd never read any of Tolkien's critical work before this, so that's quite cool. Then we have Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, which I've read a couple of times. This is, I think, is this all in the... Oh no, so we have the original Middle English on this side of the page, and then it just translates it into modern English if you come unstuck. But when I read it, I did do my best to just keep to the original Middle English. It takes time, but I got used to it after a while. Then these are the poems, so just some of Shakespeare's poems that aren't the sonnets. So it's got Venus and Adonis, The Rape of Lucrece, The Phoenix and the Turtle, The Passionate Pilgrim, and A Lover's Complaint. Nice floppy Cambridge University edition. Then we have sort of the Canterbury Tales. It's just got 15 of the tales and the general prologue. It's not the whole thing. And this is just what I got for uni, for Chaucer. I enjoy the Life of Bath's tale, and there are a couple of others I enjoy, but yeah, I need to spend more time with Chaucer at some point. And this was something I really loved last year. This is Finders Keepers, the selected prose of Seamus Heaney. This is really good. I'd recommend this. And then just the last three here. We have a lovely Oxford University Press, Oxford's World Classics of the Divine Comedy by Dante. This is the, let's have a look, where does it say? Yeah, this is the C.H. Sisson translation, which is a kind of blank verse translation, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I quite liked his translation. I always, when I'm in a bookshop, have a look through different translations of the Divine Comedy, and I don't always get on very well with them, and so but I enjoyed this one, which is why I have this one. Then this is the complete Shakespeare, oh no, sorry, the complete sonnets and poems. So this probably has all the poems that are in that Cambridge edition, but I thought it'd be nice to have both of them. And when you get to the sonnets, it's quite cool. You know, we have so much notes on some of them. I think there are some. Oh wait, that's not even a sonnet. Just you wait. Look at that. So you just have the sonnet there, and all these notes after them. Yeah, it's a great reading experience. And then finally, we have the works of William Wordsworth. I haven't really dipped into this. I've read a fair bit of Wordsworth in various anthologies and stuff, but I mainly haven't read this just because, as you can see, it's not a very nice reading experience. This they've just tried to squish as much in here as they can, and I just wasn't really getting on with it. So I'm going to try and find a different edition of Wordsworth, because I do enjoy him when he's at his best. And there we go. I'm going to put all these away now. Yeah, thanks for sitting through these videos on poetry, on my poetry books. Please let me know if you've read any of these poets, what you think, or if there are any poets that you think are missing from here, any blaringly obvious gaps. Whew. So there we go, that's the end. There we go, that's the end of the poetry shelf. We got there. Please let me know what you thought, if there are any poets in here that you've read and enjoyed, or any poets that you didn't see in here, any gaps that you think should be filled. Yeah, please let me know, because I'm always up for reading more poetry. So there we go. Next up, I'll probably do a quick whistle-stop tour through the books on religion and some of the some of them maybe children's fiction, just because there aren't as many books in there that I've read and can confidently say I could talk about. So it'll be a bit of a whistle-stop tour through those two shelves, and it might slow down again when we get into some of the sort of fantasy and stuff like that. But we'll see how it goes, but that's that for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.